right, so we're back for the final match of the league. This is against an opponent that I play from time to time in league, so I recognize their username. In fact, I had another game I wanted to show you against him when he was playing 4C Ephemerate Control. It was a really close, tightly played back and forth, a really intricate game. I made a pretty bad mistake game two, which I also wanted to show because it showed the consequences of following a bad line. But unfortunately, that is the game that the game three was corrupted, and you only saw half of it. So I figured I wasn't gonna bother. All right, so we're up here with the opening hand against Galajao, if I'm pronouncing that correctly. Let's take a look. Pretty good. Um, Yeah, that's all the mana I need in colors, thanks to this Manamorphose and this Thirsting Roots, Merchant Scroll. Yeah, solid. So I'll probably keep this. Let's just see what happened, and I'll press play here. All right. So it's a Drossfire Bridge, likely Affinity. That's more common of the other options that would be looking more like Affinity, and it's definitely Affinity now. So he has Metallic Rebuke open here, and I choose to respect it from the looks of it. Yeah, I think so. Good call. I mean, I can't really afford to have this Manamorphose be countered right now. Here I take the advantage of tapping out of Rebuke mana, and I go Manamorphose, and I will likely go Augury here. Yes, and that lets me grab another Manamorphose. Although the island was another option as well. I typically don't like grabbing the basics, perhaps to a fault, because they're just so less valuable than the depletion lands. And every land drop you is like a card that doesn't draw a card. And there's Manamorphose, probably going to go Prism now if I had to guess. Oh, yep, here comes the Prism. And do I prologue here? No, I don't prologue. That's I, maybe that was a little greedy on my part. I'm trying to ramp out here, hoping I can prologue them later. Oh yeah. So here I'm hoping to have a big ramp-tastic turn next turn, which is why I chose not to prologue them. I've only used 2 proliferators. I have made some mistakes by holding on to that prologue for too long, so be cognizant of that when you're playing. I think it was probably right here, but had it been a match with more counter, probably I should have prologued earlier. Yeah, so I'm just going to go off here. I'm hoping to find a Weather the Storm so that I can stay alive. Contentious plan, boom, 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 boom. Now, perhaps I should have foresaw, cast foresee first, foresaw, but I chose not to. And here I Tolarian Winds without Thirsting Roots because I want to see if I can draw a Weather the Storm. And I did not hit a Weather the Storm, unfortunately. Perhaps this has greeted me to Tolarian Winds away that Vivisurgeon's Insight, but it's just, I really needed to hit a Weather. And I'm not dead, luckily. So let's see if I can hit Weather now. Augury, grabbing another Prism, because I need the mana. I just need to ramp out here. So I can play these insights that are in my hand. That means that Thirsting Roots will now start generating mana, so that's good. I do really need to hit a Weather the Storm, though, to not die. There's a Vivisurge's Insight, still no Weather. Let's see. Another Vivisurge's Insight, still no Weather. So hopefully I have Thirsting Roots here to give myself a little more mana. And Merchant Scroll, maybe get a Tolarian Wind. Oh, I decided to go 4C. And there's the Weather. At the very bottom of my Scry 4. So I wonder if I Thirsting Roots first here. I choose not to. I think it was pretty free to do so. I should have Thirsting Roots first there. That would have put 2 prisms on my other Pentide Prism. If I was burning them anyway, might as well gain some more life. I was likely holding around under the hopes that I would draw like a Chalice or another Prism and be able to use it as a mana neutral or a ramp spell. Preferably ramp. 18. There comes an augury. I grab another prism to go with that thirsting roots. Don't know if that was right. I'll go merchant scroll, grab a prologue, merchant scroll, or prologue them rather, thirsting roots. And this is lethal because I have 2 blue from this. There we go. I'll just grab another prologue and I will poison them out there. And that was game 1 against Affinity. I'll see you for game 2. All right, in game 2. So it looks like I cut 1 chalice because I'm not convinced that Affinity has that much artifact hate. I was wrong, by the way. A lot of them do run Gorilla Shaman, so you should probably take out more than 1 chalice. I also took out 2 4C, and that was just to make room for 2 Dispel and Hydroblast. And I wanted to cut down on blue mana because I knew this opponent would bring in Pyroblast. All right, so let's take a look at the opening hand. Oh, there we go. Risky. I wonder if I keep this. I don't. So we're going to 5, unfortunately. This hand's keepable, though. Oh, my most recent league, I went on a multi 4. That was pretty fun. I lost the match, though, but that was pretty cool. And there's a Sapperson Scary. And they go Nihil Spellbomb. I play a Sandstone Needle. So this is just jockeying pattern, basically. I'm trying to ramp out with my land drops. And they've left their blue out, so I should probably do something this turn. So, do I lead on, no, lead on Prologue and Manamorphose. I'm trying to play around Pyroblast here, that's important. Now if I wanted to, I could, what I should have done here, and this is a mistake on my part, wasn't playing very well, I could have baited a Pyroblast with that contentious plan there by playing my Mountain and not revealing the Thirsting Roots. But they tap out anyway. And I go Abundant Harvest. And there's a Pentad Prism. So I do get rewarded a little bit for holding back this contentious plan because it now is going to work as a ramp spell. And proliferate. Merchant Scroll grabbing Augury into another Merchant Scroll, yes. Likely getting another Augury with that, although I might get a Tolarian Winds if I get another big draw spell here on my next draw step. And they go Serpent, so that's a pretty big team. That's a lot of damage coming in. So it's looking like I need to hit Weather the Storm like yesterday. So let's see if I can do anything here. Go for an Augury. There is a Weather. I don't think that's enough though. We'll see. 9. Is it enough? I'll be at 18. It's enough if they don't have two Galvanic Blasts. I can deal with 1. But it's not looking good right now. So I dispel their Galv Blast and they bargain. Into Blood Fountain, leaving up Rebuke, which they tap out of. And I hit a plan. Proliferate. Let's see if I get lucky here. Insight, that's pretty good. We're at 7. I don't think there's a chance, so yeah, that's 5. That's unfortunate. If I had I would have needed 2 more mana for that to work. Actually, never mind. All right, so that was the second game, and we'll see you for game 3. Okay, game 3 of the final match. So it looks like I did end up cutting an additional chalice, so I could put a 4C back in. That makes more sense against Affinity. Yeah, all right. And this is a pretty risky hand. It does have 2 looks at the top of the land turn 2. So I get 3 looks at a land in total, including the draw step. Let's see if I risked it. Our opponent mulls to 5, so that's good for me because I did decide to risk it. And here, do I hit? I go Manamorphose, blue, green, Contentious Plan. I'm not going, or sorry, no, I don't have to go Pentad Prism here, that's right, not Contentious Plan. And hopefully they don't have Artifact Destruction, because this has given me my Manamorphose back, essentially. It's holding the effect from Manamorphose for me. That Sandstone Needle was a big draw. That helps me. Now that means I can tap and not lose the Sandstone Needle, and that Forest was very helpful as well. So I go blue into Contentious Plan, and they go Red Elemental Blast. So now I'm forced, unfortunately, to Contentious Plan here. Now I should have cast the Everflowing Chalice. I did not, though. I'm probably holding it back for Tolarian Winds. Possibly I'm valuing the cycle a little too highly. Yeah, I played it out there because I have this Vivisurgence Insight in hand. I need to have that mana. So that was a mistake on my part. But I did correct it the next turn. So I go Abundant Harvest into Augury. I revealed one card. That card being the Augury. And I take the Merchant Scroll over the second copy of Insight because it's just too much blue mana. And I just grab another Augury with that because I am attempting to dig for more blue mana, basically. And they get in. I go Thirsting Roots. I grab an island, and I play the island. And I go Augury. And I grab a Prologue because, notably, they are not infected. So here, how much do I have left, I wonder? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I have 14 infect/proliferate sources left. I should be fine. All right. So there's Prologue into Weather so I don't die. And they get in. I'm down to 21. Another Prologue, that's nice. So I can go Prologue, Prologue, and this is looking like it's going to be a big wins. Manamorphose and Dispel. Do I go? Yep, perfect. So this Dispel protects my wins, and it looks like they have nothing. So that lets me go with the Vivisurgence Insight here. So the draw 4 is still pretty nice. I can play this Chalice because I only run one Tolarian Winds. There is no need to keep holding cards in hand. And now, except for, I guess, Weather the Storm would be the other reason. I will Contentious Plan for some reason. Oh, that's right. I'm playing around Metallic Rebuke. I suspect they have it. And they get in. I'm at 12. There's a Weather right on time. I grab a Roots in order to ramp myself. And I believe I put everything on top, but I changed the order. I do go Experimental Augury, undoing my Scry. So that may have been a bit of a mistake there. Don't know why I did that, but sometimes I'm just impulsive. And they're up to 7. Thirsting Roots, boom, 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 boom. 6. And there we go with the Pentad Prism. And another Weather. Double Weather. So I feel like I did something a little wrong there. Double Weather should hopefully be fine, but now I'm wide open to interaction. And here I should actually hold the Vivisurgence Insight. Yeah, see the Red Elemental blasted me. Perhaps I would draw another Dispel that I put to the bottom with my Experimental Augury. I must have stacked my foreseeing correctly there. That's what happened. Sometimes I get confused with the scry ordering, I guess. Oh well. And they get in for a bunch, and I keep drawing lands. So looking like I'm flooding out a little bit here. And yeah, like I said, while this deck can look commanding at sometimes, it does win on the thinnest of margins. So I do have a Vivisurgence Insight. Hopefully this can resolve. It does, so that means they are likely just dead. and they are. So got bailed out a little bit there because I'm fairly certain I did not scry properly with 4C and likely put an augury to the top. Um, Never do that. You want to put your auguries at the bottom. So I probably just did the wrong order there or something, went top bottom instead of bottom top. All right, and that was the league. Just a 3 and 2, but it was pretty fun. Okay, have a good one.